The narcissist is saying things to other people about you, and you feel like it's on purpose to try to hook you back into the relationship. They will do things that seem like they're not about you, but really the ulterior motive is to hurt you. They're trying to get a reaction out of you. The narcissist is very cowardly in their manipulation tactics at times, and sometimes they just want a reaction out of you, even if it's good or bad. When you really look at them, they're really silly people, and the fact that they're just even posting stuff about you months after to try to like hook you back into their life, it just proves how obsessed they really are with you. But obviously, it's not a healthy obsession. They're obsessed with you in a way like if we were to lose our favorite pencil. And for some reason, right, we went through a lot with this pencil. It was our favorite pencil. We love the way it wrote. We love what it did for us. That's how the narcissist sees us. And they're angry. They lost their favorite object. They will post pictures that are very obviously meant for you, but they can also be meant for various other supplies. They are casting their net out. They're casting their narcissist net out into the world, and they're trying to reel in as many fish, because that's what we are. The narcissist is just fishing for compliments, for supply, for money. This really just speaks about the lack of self-love in the narcissist's life. When you're focused on yourself, when you're loving yourself, you don't have time to play these silly mind games with people. Think of the type of person who is sitting at home, and instead of working on themselves, instead of bettering the lives of the people around them, they're thinking of ways to post on social media to hurt you. Because sometimes they just straight up want to hurt you. They'll post themselves with their new partner and say, look how happy I am. Look how great everything is." Let me tell you something. Most people who are genuinely happy, they don't have to show it off. When you are sure of who you are, unlike the narcissist, you don't need other people's approval. The proof of who you are, the proof that you're happy and that you're loved and that you love others, it's enough that you know it. They don't love themselves, so they have to make it aware to others that I don't love me and I don't love you either. And this is why they ruin everybody's good time. This is why just being around them is so exhausting, and they have to love bomb you in the beginning to trick you. But if you just really, the more you look back at it, the more you look at the baiting and the hoovering for what it really is, the more you see that it's just plain and simple toxic behavior. But because we get love bombed, because we are confusing our emotions for what's really going on, people who really love you won't do BS like that. They're not going to play games with you. Every everyone lies and manipulates to some extent, right? But when a whole relationship is just one big battle, just one big mental chess game of trying to lure you back in, and trying to then discard you and make you feel like crap so you get trauma bonded. It's all, even if it might not be calculated. I don't believe the narcissists are smart enough to think. I feel like people think that they're in their room like drawing out plans on how to manipulate people step by step. I don't think they're that smart. I don't think they're that conniving. I think they're really just very lost people who have just, this is the way they've learned to get things from the universe. This is their form of love. This is how they get stuff. They don't do it in an empathetic way. They don't um show love so that other people reciprocate it and then just continue this, because that's what the game most people are playing, that healthy people are playing. It's you do this for me and I do this for that for you, and not in this very, and not in a transactional manner like that, right? It's not a tit for tat type of thing where I show you 3 points of love and you give me 3 points back. It's just we give, sometimes we give more and sometimes we give less. It's a mutual, and it all kind of evens out in the end, right? It's just, imagine yourself being the narcissist. You're on your phone, sitting on the sofa, and instead of trying to do something productive in a healthy manner, you're scrolling through your phone and you're going, "Huh, what could I do to get this person's attention? Like, yeah, I don't give a anything about them, but yeah, okay, let's do this. Let's post this like kind of sexy photo, and let's do this and that." Does that sound like someone who wants genuine love? Does that sound like someone who's into having healthy relationships? Have you ever done that? I know I haven't. And we've all tried to like get our exes back and stuff. We've all been a little toxic sometimes, but we don't repeat that pattern. And the narcissist is likely doing this on the daily. They are very afraid of being alone. They are very afraid of having to sit down for 2 seconds and reflect who they really are, because they don't like who they really are. This is why they bait you. And when we're trauma bonded, we believe that, oh, They realize their mistakes. They actually do love me. Look, they're trying to. When people really want you and they care about you, they'll just, because a narcissist will not talk to you directly. Most likely, they do it in a very cowardly way. A person who genuinely wants you, who's genuinely sorry for maybe hurting you, whether it was on purpose or accident, they're gonna call you and tell you. They're gonna just be direct. They're not gonna beat around the bush. They're not gonna play silly mind games with you. It's a thin line. It's a thin line because the narcissist does everything that a normal person does. They play the part very well sometimes. That's one of their few strong points and skills is they've learned to be very good liars. They've learned to copy the human experience very well. But as if you've ever heard the term uncanny valley, you can tell. We all kind of knew there was something off, but we ignored it for whatever reason. And people who are more wise, know more about the world, when they meet people like narcissists, they know something is off. And maybe it's a bad hunch, right? Maybe it's just you can give someone the benefit of the doubt. But as I've learned is if I see warning signs that, and I've been getting in healthy relationships lately, if I just see too many warning signs, yeah, maybe I'm going to lose this person, but I rather hedge my bets. I rather make the safe play. And if someone's showing me that they might have a propensity to be very toxic, maybe even a narcissist, I kind of just cut them off. And it doesn't mean you have to be cold and malicious like a narcissist. It just means you have to better protect yourself, not let people come in and out of your life whenever they want to, because it's disrespectful. You deserve better. And even if you want that for some reason, you have to at least understand that it's all a game. And if you take it seriously, you're going to end up hurt again, like we've likely experienced dealing with narcissists.